Hey guys, welcome back to Cutting Trails. So I got some new tires, or new to me. They came off a 2018 Polaris. We got stock rims here for the 2018. It's either a Ranger or a Razor, I'm not sure. But what we're gonna be putting on is AT30 by 10 R14s. Rider Freedom tires. So they basically only had about 10 miles on them from what he said, and it was just basically gravel travel. So got some nice lugs on them, and we're gonna be running these this summer, testing them out, see how they turn out. So basically we're gonna be taking the carnivores off and throwing them on. Now I already ran into some trouble when I tried doing this before, and the rims offset is a little bit off. What it was doing is that the offset on those rims is a lot more than on here. So when I put them on, the rim was hitting in way too deep, and it was rubbing up against my trailing arm. So we picked up some spacers. Big thanks to Super ATV. So basically what I did is I learned about offset, and I looked up how much the offset was for the stock Pro XP wheels. And the 2018 offset, or you can measure it, which we'll get into here in a little bit. Nice packaging, and they are right there. All right. So give you a little brief knowledge about offset, and if you have too much offset on your front tires, what it can cause. If you guys ever driven a Razor or just any UTV off-road vehicle and it had a very wide stance, and if you hit a rut and it jerks on the steering wheel, the offset is off, it's too far out. So basically, to give you an idea, it's called the scrub radius, and basically from this ball joint to that ball joint, it should be if you were to draw an imaginary straight line down, it should land within about ½ inch, if not center, of your tire, of your actual tread. So the offset on these is 5:1, I believe, and the new wheels, well, the 2018 wheels are also 5:1. But the rear is different. Now the rear, you don't have to worry about steering when it comes to the offset, but if you go too wide, I mean, you're changing the dynamic and the stress areas of the machine. So if you go out too far, you know, you're putting, it's literally just leverage. You know, you go out too far, now you're just leveraging everything and just putting more stress on what this machine and some of these parts can take. So they're going to wear out faster, they're going to break a lot sooner, and just, you know, just cause you more headaches. So that's something about the offset. So this offset, I don't remember what it was, but basically I needed to add some spacers. I went a little bit over 1.5 inches, or what it called for, because I wanted the rear to be a little bit wider just to see how that rides. So I went with 1.5 inches offset, or not offset, 1.5 inch spacer. So we're gonna be throwing these on, and then I'll let you guys know how it turns out and how it rides. Love my carnivores. They haven't failed me yet. I mean, But basically, I'm going to be doing some more gravel travel this year. And I wanted a tire that I can wear down. And then in the winter to spike it. Because we're planning this winter to give you guys more content on races in the Midwest, in the northern Midwest, and hit a lot more of those. Especially here in Iowa. We are local in Iowa, center of Iowa, but there are a few races that we wanted to go to that we missed. I didn't have any spike tires. I didn't even have a spare set of tires, and I didn't want to spike the carnivores. Things aren't cheap these days. They never were, especially when it comes to these machines. So that is the plan. So saying that, you guys, please subscribe, hit the like button, just help us out, help us get monetized so that we can give you more content, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching us. If you guys do want to learn more about the scrub area and measuring your rims and everything like that and spacers, one of the great videos I found was from Shock Therapy. Go figure, right? So look them up. They're great training, teach you stuff about your ride and everything like that. So, all right, guys, we're gonna throw these on, and I'll let you know how they turn out. All right, everybody. So back to what I was saying. Give you a little bit better view here. So you draw a line from that ball joint to that ball joint. It's kind of got a degree angle to it. Basically, the center of the tire, that should come down and point to the center of the tire when it lands on the ground. When you add a spacer in here, you're creating more leverage on everything in here. Okay, so when you hit a rut, a rock, anything, and you have more, and you're out here, you know, so you just did some massive stupid spacer, right? And you're out here, that is leverage on this back portion, which then churns this and puts that jerk in that steering wheel. So I'm not running spacers up front. The offset is correct for the front tires. So I don't have to worry about it, but I just want to let you guys know that if you run too large of a spacer, you're going to feel a lot of feedback from your steering. All right. Everybody, so when you're ordering wheel spacers, there's some things you need to know. Your thread pitch and what size lug you're running. Because these nuts here that came off will secure the spacer to your hub. So you want to make sure that your pitch and everything is gonna fit. You don't want to mix up standard metric, etc. One thing I do like about these, what you don't see a lot, is this is the regular walled socket, and it fits just fine through here. So these holes are bored large enough to take just a regular socket, which I think is fantastic. I've seen a lot of ATV tires with when the lug nut sits down inside the rim, a regular walled socket will just barely fit in there, just barely, and you're almost fighting the friction of the inside. So these spacers are 1.5 inches. I believe that mine, the offset called for 1 inch. And like I said, I wanted a little bit more, so I just went 1/2 inch. So I don't want it too wide because I do still drive through the trees all summer and take tight turns and stuff like that. So I didn't want it too wide. So we're gonna torque these down to OME specs and then put the new tires on and see how the clearance is right here. All right. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Just want to let you know we're trying to concentrate more on quality of videos instead of quantity. So be sure to subscribe so you stay up to date and you get the video when we post it. We're not talking about months in between videos. We're talking about just a week or two. So to give you a little heads up, we have a X3 coming, 2022. So that's gonna be Shane's. He's getting the XMR model. So we're gonna put it to the test in the mud. And then also we have a race, side-by-side race at the fairgrounds that we're gonna do. And then in May, we have a big trip. I think we got 3, there's just a lot of people coming. ATVs, side-by-sides, my kids are coming. We got some friends that are coming. So we're gonna be checking out Whispering Meadow again and Hanson Hollow, all in one trip. So you guys, subscribe, like the channel. Thanks for watching. Ride safe and take care. Thanks.